Hello and welcome. This is Mouse Gunner, and we're back with some more Master of Orion. And last we left off, we were on the brink of warfare with the Darlock Empire. I was about to jump my fleet here into this system and attack this military outpost. Now, I already tried to record this, and unfortunately, bugs reared their heads yet again in my playthrough of the game. And in that first attempt at the battle, when I jumped my fleet in, I attacked the military outpost and I took command because I wanted to see how fighters worked because I have yet to use them in a game. And for some reason, partway into the battle, my entire fleet just decided that it wanted to retreat. I did not command it to do so, and it did it on its own. And when my fleet got the command to retreat, I was unable to select any of the ships. All the ships became unselectable. So I kept trying to select them. And I was like, what's going on? I can't select any of the ships. And then, just out of the blue, they turned tail and ran. So, I don't know what happened. And hopefully it doesn't happen again. But we're going to try and take command. Because I really, honestly, didn't get to see how fighters worked. Because my fleet retreated before they actually engaged the military outpost for... we fired off some missiles, but outside of that, nothing really happened. And then my fleet just retreated. So I did significant damage to the military outpost, but I didn't really come anywhere near finishing it off. All right, you might have noticed a little bit of jump because I had initial issues, but I think I've resolved them. I'm going to tell my fleet to match speed so they stick together, and hopefully, fingers crossed, we don't have any more issues. But I'm just going to flank around here because I don't want any of these asteroids blocking. And once I think we've got more of a free shot, which is about there, I'm going to go. Now, I know there's still some intervening asteroids. I mostly care about the destroyers, though, and their line of sight, because they're the ones that are using torpedoes. None of the rest of my fleet uses torpedoes. And we still haven't seen the fighters come out. I wonder if that's something I have to tell this to do specifically. Oh, there they go. Alright, so now we're engaging. It looks like we're doing tons of damage. Kind of hard to tell what the fighters are doing here. Are they coming back? So they kind of went in, laid down some fire, and then came back to the carrier there. Okay, interesting to see. So... mostly, we destroyed that with really no damage done to our fleet, except, I think, a little bit of damage to one of our frigates. Which I'm not really sure how that happened, because it didn't look like they took any shield damage. So maybe they have weapons that go through shields. Of course, we're having a little bit of a thing here where it's not telling us what weapons they were using, I think. In any case, I guess that's the battle.
Fool, the blade of the Cabal will soon be upon you.
Alright, so we have started our war. Probably the first planet we're going to go after is Ubarn Prime here with our troop transports. As there should not be any defenses over this planet because they just established this colony. So if the game is playing fair and the AI isn't cheating, which we've already seen evidence that it does cheat, there shouldn't be any defenses here. In any case, that is the turn, so let's progress to the next one. Alright, so our fleet needs orders. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to come over here. And I think I'm going to set it to attack just to see if there is any defenses. Because I don't think you find out if you just hang in the... around the planet. So let's hit attack. Okay, so I don't see any... I'm not going to drop any bombs because I actually want to take this colony. Although technically, wouldn't I lose my troops? You know what? I think I am going to obliterate it, and I'll take the other colony. Because one population and one structure is not really, in my opinion, worth it. There you go. No more colony for you. And then next turn, we'll go to Ubarn 3 if there is no other resistance. Okay, and I believe that is pretty much it. Go ahead and Our troop transports will be in system soon. I don't think anything else is going on. I think we lost our scout. Yeah, I don't see it anywhere. So I'm assuming the scout is lost. We do have a pirate ship over here that might be a threat. Matter of fact, we might as well keep this flea. Oh, okay. We'll have the flea. Yeah, it's fine if it moves there. It'll get repaired eventually, I guess. All right. So we have scouts, if I'm judging this correctly, which are not really a threat. They're building a military outpost, which I guess they didn't have before. Let's see if my fleet can take on the defenses of Ubarn 3 here. Because I'm fairly certain that there are some. All right, so there's both a missile base and a star base here. And my victory chances are good. At this point, I'm going to auto-resolve. Now, there's a good chance I will lose some of my ships by auto-resolving. But, you know what? I think from this point on, that's one of the things we're going to be doing a lot with the Klackon gameplay, is not really caring so much about losses of ships, because we can always build more. All right. So far, no actual losses. Okay. That went pretty well. I mean, we took a little bit of damage on some of our ships, but for the most part, not too bad. Let's go ahead and attack the colony now. Again, we could abort. So they've got 10 Marines. We're going to be sending in 5. I mean, sorry, 8. So, all right, I'll drop some bombs, but I really don't want to wipe out the population. Honestly, and they only have 5 population. I find it interesting that they have 5 population and yet 10 Marines. But, alright. And we only killed one of the Marines in that bombardment, so whether or not that was worth it, I don't know. If we can't take the planet with Marines, we may just bomb it into oblivion. We also have a fleet that needs orders, which I believe is the frigate down here, so we'll just tell it to guard. And go on to the next turn. Okay. I wonder if a Darlak ship slipped past me, because it almost looked like they did. Alright, so troop transports. Let's send them over here. We're going to try and invade. We only have 2, so it might not actually go to plan. But let's attack. And should we drop bombs first? I'm thinking yes. We'll destroy structures and population, but I'm hoping to reduce the Marines. All right, we did neither. So let's deploy the Marines here. All right. Unfortunately, that didn't work. We did reduce the Marines a substantial amount, but it didn't work. So we'll just go to Plan B, which is just annihilate their planet. I wasn't so sure I really wanted to assimilate their population anyway. All right, we do have some production here. So military outpost is finished. What are you doing? We have a destroyer coming in. Are they attacking me? That's very curious. Well, I want to get my space factory. And I want it to come over here and make another military outpost. I definitely find this curious. I wonder if the Meklar are taking advantage of my war and coming in trying to attack me. I'm hoping a frigate plus a military outpost will be able to destroy one destroyer, although it does have quite a lot of combat strength. For instance, my entire fleet over here has less than a third of the combat strength of that single destroyer. So, yeah. I mean, there's a lot more defensive strength here because I have shields and other things in my favor, but very interesting to see. All right, we have other things going on, though. Let's see. We've got Advanced Data Center over here, and they're going to be working on terraforming. Or actually turning the planet into a cavernous planet, which is a planet type that we prefer. So I guess we'll go with soil enrichment. I'm not sure if this actually will be applicable, though, once we upgrade. So you know what I'm going to do instead? I want to see where this planet is. So we're here. It technically is on the border of Meklar space. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to build a missile base here so that this planet is more defendable. And another thing I want to check out is what are... So we've got a colony ship coming out, which is good. We're going to be colonizing the planets we were wiping out. So actually, we may want to queue up another one because we're going to be wiping out Ubarn 3 as well. So let's queue up another one of those. And over on this planet, we're finishing up terraforming, and then we're going to be going on to a NAT construction, which is probably fine. We might want to think about building some more troop transports, but I guess that's not really a big thing that we need to worry about right now. In any case, that wraps things up for this turn. Very curious what the what's going to happen with this fleet. We're probably going to end up being at war with the Meklar. I don't know if I can really do that. But we might take out Ubarn 3 here and then see if we can get peace with the Darlock race here after kind of pushing them back a little bit. And then redirect our fleet. Or I could start redirecting my fleet now. Of course, we haven't had any engagement from the Darlock fleet, so we don't know how strong they are. In any case, let's go ahead. Alright, so we've got our colony ship here, which we want to come to Ubarn Prime. Alright, and we are going to bomb out this planet one more time. Well, probably going to take a few times to really destroy it, but... Alright. So we have pirates here, which are going to be a threat. Hopefully we can take care of the destroyer before the pirates show up. I knew there were pirates over here, so I'm not too surprised to see them. In any case, we have Colonial Revenue Service coming out over here. We have things queued up, but we could always queue more. So we can terraform this planet. And I may want to do that as my next thing. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay. And we also have that colony ship, but we're working on another colony ship, which is fine. I'm starting to think we really should maybe rush some things. But, can you not rush by terraforming? Yeah, it doesn't look like you can. Because there's no button here. Okay, interesting. I might want to start building up my fleet. Maybe get some more fleas constructed. Because those are easy to build. Do that. Move that guy over. I'm just worried that I'm going to be on a two-front war here very soon. As a matter of fact, can we just rush by that? Yeah, let's rush by that. I mean, we do have to worry about this, you know, our command points, but we have a decent... we have a decent number of command points. So I'm going to go ahead and queue this up. And go from there. Okay. Alright, I'm curious what's going to happen here, and we'll just have to find out. Alright, they're in our system, but they're not at war with us. And if I remember correctly, the military outpost should prevent them from being able to go anywhere. The only thing is, they might be able to snipe my military outpost without my frigate being there, because I'm going to have to send my frigate over here. I don't want war with the Mechlars if I can avoid it. But right now, my fleet strength is 70, 1451. And considering that the fleet by itself is 6420, that means that the military outpost by itself should be able to take this one destroyer. So I'm going to send my frigate over here to deal with the pirate, who technically has more attack strength, but not very much in the way of defense. I mean, my planets, my ships, not my planets. My ships are fairly rugged because of the... I'm going to go ahead and destroy this scout. Okay. And the colony ship, unfortunately, I think got delayed because of that. We probably should have sent it on its way. All right. So, got an atmospheric renewer here. It's going to work on that. And then we have a bunch of stuff to build here. Probably want a neutron collider for more production. And maybe deep sea cooling for research. And we'll see after that. And then we also built the fleet. We already knew that was coming. And Crypto 3 has some more population. I don't think we need to be working on food quite that much. We'll put them into research. Why not? And we're going to have that research pop out soon. We'll have to see what this guy does. And a fleet needs orders. I'm pretty sure it's this fleet up here. And the orders we're going to be giving it is to destroy. So drop all bombs. All right, so we eliminated the population. We just have marines and structures now. So we'll just keep with that bombardment. You know what? I'm starting to think that was a mistake. I should probably send the rest of my fleet over here to stop that construction. So why don't we grab everything that isn't a gnat and tell it to go over here. We'll just have to remember that that's something we need to do. All right. I think we resolved that. Yep. So let's get another... And this guy, I want to come down here because I'm a little concerned about this military presence of the Darloks. So, I'm not the Darloks, the Mechlar. All right. All right, so we have our pirate marauder. Now, it says balanced, but in theory, we should win. So, I'm going to take command here. And what we might do is we might use the Space Factory as bait, get the shots on the Space Factory, and use the frigate to dole out the damage. So, what I'm going to do is send out the Space Factory and just kind of have my frigate hang back a little bit. Get that Space Factory up there. Now, the frigate should be able to catch up with it. Matter of fact, we can do this. We can tell it to match speeds. And then with that being the case, we'll have them attack. So the Space Factory will be a little bit ahead. And when it starts getting damaged, when the damage looks serious... Oh, no. All right, those missiles are coming in. I hope they don't... Oh, okay. Well, that was easy enough. All right. So when the Space Factory starts looking like it's getting serious damage, I'll back it off. All right. Well, apparently the AI is just ignoring the Space Factory, so I don't know if this is really working. Oh, there we go. Okay, so I think that worked for the most part. Get the Space Factory to back off a little bit. All right, I don't know what the frigate is doing here. There we go. Okay. Those hurt. I think we've got it. For the most part. Yeah, it looks like we've got this. But we don't really want our shots blocked here. There we go. Alright, so it was just able to eat through our shields, but not much else. So that wasn't really a balanced fight, and I didn't really want to put it in the AI's hands if it really fought that way. Okay. And it looks like the Meklar fleet is leaving, so that's good. Okay, so we've got our research done.
Will of the Legion, this is for your consideration.
Now we're taking this because that was a quest.
The Hive devisers have completed the improvement
All right.
the line demanded.
And I'm not going to update my blueprints through this,
Will of the Legion,
because
this
I
is
never
for
really
your
trust this. Alright, view tech tree. Now we did that because we had a quest to do it. I don't know if the quest is going to be unlocked now that we've done that. Alright, so what I would like is to see what is this all about. So we've got automated repair, dauntless guidance system, proton torpedo modifications, and ground batteries. None of that is really all that important to me. This you only get if you have a moon. This mostly just for diplomacy. Yeah, so most of these research, these techs are, like, in my opinion, somewhat useless. I mean, this allows you to buy things out at a lower cost, but you have to pay maintenance for the building. So I almost kind of feel like it defeats the purpose of it, because you have to pay maintenance for something that you're only occasionally using. I mean, that's my take on it. And maybe it pays out in the end because it's a 20% a buyout cost reduction, but Spaceport, though, is probably really good, so we probably should go for that. So we'll go with this, and then we'll go with this to get the Spaceport, because this gives you a lot of credits, like a ton of credits. We already have a lot of credits, but you have to consider how much population we have with the Klackons, and the fact that we get population, we get credits per population. Definitely, this is a good idea. So let's go ahead with that. And the part of the fleet that is coming this way, I'm going to go ahead and send on its way so we remember to do that. All right. We can't see them on our sensors, but they're Darlock, so that might be the reason why. Go ahead and drop all the bombs. And I don't think that really did much damage at all. Okay. Marines are really hard to kill with bombardment. And almost like, why do I even bother? But, okay. Oh, minor civilization message. That's probably... Okay, so we can complete that. And they like us a little bit more now. Yay! They're on the other side of the galaxy, though, so it really isn't that big of a deal. And I could upgrade my ship designs, but I don't know if there's really a point to that right now. I mean, yeah, this flea would get the advantage of that, I guess. Oh, you know what? I kind of messed up with that tech. I probably should have taken some of the upgrades on ships that I cannot do in the ship designer. For instance, the colony ship. But what's done is done. So let's go ahead and upgrade the flea at the very least, because we are building that. So the main thing we're upgrading here is we have new armor. So let's grab that. We have neutronium armor here, which is going to replace our old armor. And that is pretty much the only change that we have. So we're pretty much done now. And I'm happy with that, more or less. I'm going to wait to do other upgrades because I can't really do anything with it right now. So we'll upgrade that for 17 credits. That's this ship here. And we did the terraforming here, so we're going to be producing a gnat in a few turns. So I guess we might as well upgrade the gnats as well. As far as construction goes over here, core enrichment is all we really have. We do have a few population points to go, so why not? Of course, technically speaking, we could remove some of the people that are on food production to get them into, like, for instance, our straight-up production like we're doing now. Although we have a lot of people in that right now on this planet. And this is now a Terran planet, which is good. And that's pretty much it. So our fleet here, which fleet needs orders? Oh, this guy. So he just needs to be told to guard to protect the space factory. And let's go on to the next turn.
The Meklar require assets currently under your control.
No, we're not doing that. You can stop with that. All right. All right, first things first. Bombard the planet. Okay, there's only one of each now. Let's get this guy moving. And I think that was pretty much it for the turn. So let's go ahead and upgrade our Nat so we can take advantage of the new armor. So again, we need armor. And we'll add on the neutronium armor. Okay. And again, that's only going to really affect the fleet that's coming out. I mean, the Nat that's coming out here. And as far as command points go, we still have about 6 left. And we might want another cruiser at this point. Cruisers take up, I think, 4. We can confirm that. Yep, they take up 4. So that would leave us 2 left so that we could do troop transports and things like that. If we end up attacking the Darlock system here. And we might as well, these guys haven't already moved, jump into the system so we can see that space factory working on the military outpost. Hopefully we beat it there. And we already attacked here, so we're ready for the next turn. All right. Good. They didn't manage to beat us, so... And this is just a scout, correct? Yeah. All right. So we're going to jump in, take out the space factory. Oh, there's a fleet here. Whoops. Oh, is there? I mean, it's not letting me select this. Why can't I not select the fleet? Hello? Yeah, it's not letting me select their fleet to even see what they've got, but I'm going to attack nonetheless, because although technically they have more attack power than us, we have a huge amount of defense power, so maybe it will balance itself out. All right, so they've got a couple destroyers and some frigates and a space factory. I'm going to take command, just see if we can push things in our favor. This would actually be remarkably bad if we lost our fleet here. Maybe we should have been patient and sent our destroyers in, because that would have actually put things somewhat in our favor. Of course, we could always retreat if it doesn't look good for us. And we don't have any missile weapons, so I'm going to come over here. See if we can get the initial run to their attack on us. We might as well match speed so that we keep together. Now, they don't have any shields, so we might be able to take advantage of that. And maybe if we can destroy just the space factory, or maybe just their frigates. All right, hold on. Need you guys to come over here. And I hate that it changes the camera angle every time you pause. Okay. So we were able to hit some of those. Unfortunately, our frigates decided to fly above the asteroid, thus negating all of the defense bonus of the asteroids. I think we just lost one of our frigates. Come on, kill him. Of course, they choose to just fire at whoever. Like, for instance, when I right-click on one guy, it doesn't really tell them to focus their fire on that guy. All right, hold on. I would like this guy to continue to retreat. Too late. All right. We're wiping out their frigates, which works for me, I guess. All right. There go their frigates pretty much. Let's go focus on their destroyers. I think my cruiser might survive this, but I don't think the rest of my fleet will. Alright, there we go. That guy's taken out. There we go. Let's have him reprioritize. Alright. It's looking grim, but I think we might be able to do this. What the hell is my cruiser doing? Okay. We have gonna lose probably 2 frigates here. Why is it flying sideways? Okay. Where's their space factory? I've lost it. Oh, there it is. Okay. Alright, well this should be an easy victory at this point, because space factories can't do jack in combat. Now, he might run. So we gotta get in there. Alright, there we go. Alright, well, we achieved what we sought to do, but unfortunately we lost a couple frigates in the end. But again, we're going with the Klackon Swarm here, and minor losses are really no big of a deal in the end. Okay, so done. I actually don't think we can destroy this without the Nat destroyers here, which you have to finish bombarding this planet. There we go. Goodbye. And then we can have the 2 fleets join up. At this point, though, I think what I'm going to have happen here is this flea is going to retreat. I think the rest of the fleet should just stay, though, because honestly, we have managed to bring... take out the Darlock fleet. At least what fleet we know of. There could be more, and then we'll send these guys to meet up with the rest of the fleet. We'll destroy that military outpost that was not finished. That will bring in 3 destroyers to assist, and then we'll have, what? A cruiser and a frigate also. So we lost some frigates, but we are going to be replacing them soon anyway, so that's okay. As a matter of fact, why don't we get on that replacement? There you go, 2 frigates. Whether or not we should worry about trying to capture the Darlock home world here with troop transports, I'm not really sure. Honestly, I'm kind of leaning towards just to bombard them into oblivion route. In any case, everything else looks like it's going okay. And we're going to be pumping out a colony ship here soon. Let's just advance the turn. Alright. So, damaged flea, I want to come back out to here. This guy is going to join up with the fleet. We're going to have to wait for the destroyers to show up. While we're here, might as well attack the scout. Okay. Looking good. Colony ship continue on its way. Alright, so between these 2 planets, which one's better? So we have desert, abundant. Alright, so it's a difference of size. I think I'm going to send this colony ship to Ubarn Prime purely because of the fact that it was bombed longer ago, and I'm hoping the radiation has dissipated. But in any case, I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. This is Mouse Gunner, signing out.